Okay, here we are back in Sentinels of the Multiverse, and it's time to slide like an Egyptian. So this is our next one-shot, I'll go over it in a second. Okay, let me get this straight. Voss is using Quark Drive tech to visit alternate realities to get more gene-bound baddies, plus we've also time-traveled to 20-odd years in the past? What does that have to do with all these? Egyptian pyramids and relics and stuff. Dr. Stinson shrugged and looked around at the pile of incapacitated minions and mummies. Heck if I know. I don't think making sense was a priority in the 90s. And if you have any doubts about that, look who we elected. This one-shot requires infernal relics for the Tomb of Anubis and vengeance for Setback. And oh yeah, so Setback and Parse, because Adept's part of relics as well. So I don't know if this is supposed to be a reference to anything in particular, because I hate seeing the base or the core game villains outside of the core game challenges. It leads to them being seen just way too much. Anyway, Voss at the Tomb of Anubis, we have Setback, Super Scientific Tachyon, the Dark Conductor, and Parse. So, pretty good team for it. Let's begin. Cower before the might of the Theriathian conquering fleet. Alrighty team, we can do this. Wait, where are my socks? Did I forget socks again? 4 minions, 1 for each hero. Gene-bound card, Frosthound, and Shock Infantry. So this doesn't have any bearing, everyone gets hit. I don't know about you guys, but I'd say things are looking up. Man, good thing that window was there to break my fall, and these guys too. And we need to kill that guard before it becomes an issue. So we can sucker punch it, we're golden. Just need to make sure that we can deal 2 points of damage because of its damage reduction. We drew another looking up. As for Tachyon, we are going to use Fleet of Foot, so everyone draws 1. Get a Synaptic, Drake's Pipes, and the Impossible Shot. We are going to use Sucker Punch to kill that guard. And let's experiment. I just realized I didn't read any of that text, did I? Dude, you are not my nemesis. Thought you had me, didn't you? Poor Biomancer, never saw it coming. Anyway, Tachyon, what you got? So we'll put the Synaptic Interruption into play, as well as the Supersonic Response. Seriously, I've got fairly decent reaction time. And since the Frosthound hit us, the Frosthound is going down. We drew a Hypersonic, that can come in handy. As for the Dark Conductor here, we have an Arcane Cadence that we can use. So we want the Vernal Sonata in hand. If you're wondering why, you can combo the Vernal Sonata and quite a few other cards with the whole Dark Dynamics thing, so you can basically put something on top of a deck and immediately put it into play using its power. So that's one of the Dark Conductor abilities, or Kavath the 6 strings if you have the tabletop equivalent. So palm this card, top of the deck is the Lyra because we're going to also combo off of this to play this. So we want the Super Tonic in play. As a result, we're going to put the Bell on the bottom, and we're going to trash the Inventive Preparation. Time for a little improvisation. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it's time for some spooky, creepy stuff. So we're going to use Voss because we want to get rid of one of his cards, and we want the Adept. So there, Forced Deployment. We're going to trash that, and we're going to put the Lyra in play. I only hope that more virtuoso instruments have survived the ages. Strike swiftly. We drew a Silver Shadow. So here, you could do updated intel. This is another thing that combos with the Adept, which I guess is why he's here. Basically, you can put a card from the bottom of the deck on top and then Dark Dynamics it into play. We're not going to bother with that. We want to win. So we're going to play the Impossible Shot and kill the Shockbound Infantry because this is the guy that deals the most damage. How? I did not see that coming. And then he says the S word. And we can't hurt Voss because he has too much damage reduction from the minions. And we can't hurt the Gene-bound Soldier because it's immune to projectile. So the only thing we can hurt here is the Lancer. Drew a targeting arrow. Out comes Namti, that's gonna nail Setback upside the head. Told you. You want Setback to take the hit because he can heal. Out comes a Quark Drive Translocator. Adept takes a shot. Parse takes a shot. It doesn't matter if Parse or Tachyon takes it, neither one can heal on their own. I think Setback can heal people with Cash Out, though. Yeah. Anyway, we want to keep looking up. So normally playing these is... Playing multiples are bad because you'll hit yourself for 3 psychic damage for each instance of the card. The reason why you do want to play multiple ones, though, is because you can combo this off of turn events. So you'll sacrifice 4 tokens, give everyone a power play, then that goes to the Adept. He uses Inspiring Super Tonic to pass you the power play, and you can fire off both of these in one turn. Keep in mind that does mean you're going to be generating a crap load of tokens, so make sure you're going to somehow evade the damage or something, otherwise it's going to be painful. Anyway, yeah, we already read that card. I think we read hers. Hypersonic Assault. Sound. So that will allow us to kill this. I don't think order matters because he has 2 points of damage reduction. This is only 1. But this will stop the Soldier and Namti from doing crap. So, let's experiment and see what we get. So even though these are getting discarded, we still get a burst card in the trash that will increase the damage of Lightspeed Barrage. We drew a Sonic Vortex. So we're going to use Instrumental Conjuration here. Yeah, I'm going to stop bothering with the flavor text. We want to get the Harp out so that we can get more out of our Virtue Super Tonic, Inspiring Super Tonic. That's what it's called. Get it right. We drew a Counterpoint Bulwark, which we can use off of the Lyra. But for the meantime, we will give this power over to Tachyon. Show us something we can use, Tachyon. Wow. Well, that's a kick in the teeth. And we may as well heal, so it's not all for nothing. Do the Scherzo, which we will not play because it's not handy here. We want to play Exploit Vulnerability, so if he plays something, we can beat the crap out of it. And we want to hit that Quark Drive so that we can try to take it down before he summons too much stuff. That's another one. So the main thing we have to worry about here is Akana. So I'm trying to think, how can we kill her before we destroy anything here? So I can use Turn of Events, that'll sacrifice 4 tokens. First one to use a power is the Argent Adept, because I need to try to speed up Parse's setup. So, spooky, creepy stuff. So we're going to do Voss and Parse. There's the Conqueror, and there's Recompile. So I wonder which one we're going to put into play, don't you? So we're not going to use Update Intel, I'm not going to do that combo here. We don't need the Segmentation Fault, whatever happens the environment stays in the environment with the exception of Akana, who I'm going to kill one way or another, even if it's the last thing I ever do. So we drew 6 cards here, and that gives her a lot of stuff to play. We just need a snap decision, like that one, to actually play them. As for Parse here, she can shoot that 1 Quark Drive, or she can actually shoot Akana. So, let's see. We have the Sonic Vortex. I'm going to shoot Akana here, and then we'll see what we get when we experiment. I actually should have had Tachyon go first. Supersonic Response. So I didn't take damage for anyone. I can use that on her for 3. I can use that on that for 3. It really doesn't matter. So we'll play this one first. We will hit her, but we're not going to kill her until it's actually Tachyon's turn. So quick insight. got HUD goggles, fleet of foot. We're going to get rid of the Synaptic Interruption and the Lightning Reflexes. Ouch. So now we want to hit the Quark Drive, the one that's going to take bonus damage, so we can try to kill it. Basically, we want to kill those before he starts playing minions, otherwise things get dicey. So, HUD goggles, everyone draw. Got Whoops Sorry, a Nimble Strike, that horn, I'm not going to try to say the dude's name. And we want to use Sonic Vortex here, and we're going to try to mop up as best as we can. So Akana first. Knock this down to 1. Knock this down to 2. Kill him. Now we can actually hit Voss. We'll hit Namti because why not? And I guess I could keep bouncing it, but we're going to stop there. So, only thing left to do is experiment on ourselves. Well, I guess I can't win them all. Well, we got pushing the limits still. So, we drew the snap decision here that allows you to speed up Parse's setup. The thing is, you need to get it out fast. And the fastest way we can do that is with the Alacritus Subdominant. So here, order matters, because we want to... Yeah, we have to use the harp first. Give the card play over to Parse. Snap decision. Then we will use this to use a power, which will be the Lyra. Give the power play over to Tachyon. Hey, there we go. So we'll do the Accelerated Assault first. Nimble Strike allows me to deal 1 more point of damage to him. We drew a Sucker Punch. So the Alacritus goes down, but Parse can now start doing stuff. So we're going to start sacrificing these between the lines. If we play things correctly, he shouldn't actually be able to get any sort of defense anyway. And the first thing we want to do is buffer Overflow, just in case he plays something really bad. Then we're going to Synaptic ourselves to try to speed up our setup. Okay, so we'll put the Crit Multi into play. We will play the Targeting Arrow. We'll hit him for 1 irreducible damage. That amplifies all damage he takes. Then we can hit him with a pinpoint shot for a total of 30. So, big turn. We got our Crit Multi out. Out comes Cast into the Underworld, so Hanamti is going to hit harder. We can use the Synaptic Interruption to bounce this to Voss, and it'll get a +2 because of the Environment card and the Arrow. And keep in mind that's another burst card in her trash. Out comes the Psyweaver. Of course it's the Psyweaver. So 2 psychic damage across the board. And we need to stop this from going any higher. So we're going to play Fumbling Fool here since we don't have anything else to play at the moment. Choose for me. And we want to get rid of tokens. So let's see. We lost a we lost a turn of events. That hurts. For her, we lost a Sonic Vortex. That's not really a big deal at the moment. For him, we lost an Arcane Cadence. Not really a big deal. And for her, we lost... Ouch. That hurt. Right there, we stopped the Judgment of Anubis. And we destroyed a Lancer. Oh well. So, we will go ahead and kill that Weaver so that it's not a threat. And it also removes the 1 point of damage reduction Voss gets from having a minion alongside him. And we drew Silver Lining. So anyway, it's time to push the limits. To Lightspeed and beyond. Twice. So, massive hit there. 26 points of damage. He has 90 normally, I think. So we hit him for over a quarter of his hit points. Anyway, as per all the other times, we're going to experiment ourselves, and nothing. So we've almost gone through her entire deck. As for Adept, it's time to do our combo. So we're going to do the Vernal Sonata. Everyone gets 1 hit point other than enemies. Choose for me. We can get the turn of events back. We want to put a hypersonic on top so that we can play it right here. No, cadence. And for her we want a syntactic so you can try to set stuff up. Okay, so if we use the harp, we can use the supertonic to power ourselves and heal. Argent Adept. Spooky, creepy stuff. Voss and Tachyon. So a gene-bound soldier, not really a big deal, but we can use a hypersonic to protect us for one turn. So choose for me, that also block Namti, I should point out. And then we get 2 hit points. Drew a cadence, who would have guessed? As per last time, we're going to discard between the lines. Now do not give this to Tachyon. Because of pushing the limits, you either have to sacrifice that card or hit yourself. So we're going to use this on Parse. That will allow us to play this targeting arrow, so we get the +1 from the crit multi. And now every other shot on him is +1 anyway. And now we're going to take the impossible shot. Which either that's syntactic, which we can play next turn, and then we can pinpoint shot him. Lots of damage. Out comes the Rod of Anubis. Well, Anubis is toast, so who cares? Shock infantry isn't really a problem. It's going to hit Parse for 3, I believe. So right here I want to play the Silver Lining, so that way if I lose control of my tokens, I can at least revive. And we are going to use Looking Up. Okay, I see. So I can Nimble Strike him, that'll deal 2 points of damage, and then I can Sucker Punch him, so I can just hit Voss. It's not going to be ideal, but it's going to be decent. Because otherwise I can hit him for 1 with the Nimble Strike, so this gives me more damage. Yeah, we'll take the 2 points, because I want to keep my card plays going, even though right here there isn't too much to play. Nimble Strike him, as I said. Drew Lightning Reflexes, Sucker Punch him. And we can play the Research Grant in case we have to destroy a, It's an ongoing, but I'm trying to remember what one it is. Oh, it's the Conqueror, so never mind. Because this one just deals a lot of damage. So, let's experiment on ourselves. Accelerated Assault isn't going to do too much for us, but hey. Quick Insight gave us a pair of Blinding Speeds and a Synaptic. The game's winding down, so let's get rid of the Blinding Speeds. We're going to most likely draw that last Lightspeed Barrage just because, well, hold on. Everything's a one-shot, so next turn that Lightspeed Barrage is coming out, period. So we want to maximize the number of burst cards. So there's another Sucker Punch, and there's the Lightspeed Barrage. So, yeah, this doesn't really matter. We will play the Bulwark. We're going to give the power play over to Tachyon because no matter what, the experiment is guaranteed to succeed. So we'll do the Hypersonic first. That will stop Namti for 1 more turn. And now do not, I repeat, do not shuffle your trash. Otherwise that'll stop the Lightspeed Barrage. And then give a card draw to someone. We'll give it to Parse. Hey, something to throw away. So yeah, we can Syntactic ourselves. Trash that. I know I'm going to at least take 1 shot here, so yeah, we'll do that. Parse. Play that. Play that. Very bottom of the deck, we'll put the Gauge. Not gonna be too helpful here. So yeah, that wasn't that ideal. Hold on a second. 1. So I was going to take the impossible shot, but I'm going to reveal the flaws here. Looks like this is a +1 from the crit multi. He's down to 26. That should make it so the Lightspeed Barrage can't be blocked no matter what he plays. Sad part is we're going to take 2 points of damage here. Him included, luckily. Tamar comes out. He can stay there. I don't give a damn. Denied, Voss. So... could do a turn of events. Thing is, there's nothing for Tachyon to do off of that. If I did this... okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. So we want the Adept to go first. We're gonna do like we said. We will... we'll use the Lyra. Why not? We'll give the power play over to Setback. We will use a Looking Up. Just ignore Tamar because we can take him down here with a Lightspeed Barrage. 1 card draw. As long as you don't give this to Tachyon, you're golden. Another data mining. Next person to take a power will be Parse. No point manipulating his deck because he's going down. And skip Tachyon. Okay. Nah, I'm good. So I get to play 2 cards. First one will be Synaptic Interruption, and then Lightspeed Barrage. Good night, Voss. So I managed to keep everyone with double-digit hit points. That's pretty nice. And I can't believe the Adept actually had the most, seeing as he has pretty low hit points in general. So yeah, there's a little bit of Setback for you, and I have to admit I am starting to get familiar with the character after having to do the, I think I played him in one of Crimson's games, and then this. Well, you get to see a lot of different things, so maybe he isn't as bad as he looks on paper, I don't know. But anyway, that is it for now. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.